Okay, warm-up problem number 1. Okay, answer for this one was -11. There we go. -11. Warm-up problem number 2. Warm-up problem number 3. Okay, answer for that one was 5. Warm-up problem number 4. Okay, answer for that one was 0. Warm-up problem number 5. Alright, the answer for this one was +8. Okay, bring up your number for the lottery. Today's lottery number is 8. Alright, homework check. Take it to Mr. Skinner. Okay, bring up 1 through 3. Answers for 1 through 3 are 0, 3, and -9. Okay, bring up 4 through 6. Answers for 4 through 6 are -15, -36, and -61. Okay, bring up 7 through 9. Answers for 7 through 9 are 9, -19, and 105. Okay, bring up 10 through 12. Alright, answers are 0, 576, and -150. Okay, bring up 13 through 15. Okay, answers are 5, -3, and -8. Alright, any questions on the homework? Okay, if you want to get a higher score on your test, you can make it up in 6th period. Alright, our objective for today: identify and justify whether properties hold for a given set in operations, compare, order, and determine equivalent forms for rational and irrational numbers, and explain the effects of operations such as multiplication or division, and of computing powers and roots on the magnitude of quantities. Okay, and our target for today is reviewing for your test tomorrow. Okay, example problems number 1. Okay, so for this one, -42 over -6 will give us 7. -3 over 3 is going to give us -1, so we can make that a +1. So that'll give us 8. The second one, -2 squared, since the 2 and the negative sign are separate, then that'll give us -4. Minus, and -6 times 4 will give us a -24. We can change that to +, so our final answer will be 20. And for the third one, 3 times -1 will give us -3. -3 times 10 will give us -30. And -30 times -2 is going to give us a +60. Example problem number 2. Okay, so we have -5 minus -1. We can change that to +1. -5 plus 1 will give us -4. -4 plus 4 will give us 0. And 0 minus 1 will give us -1. For the second one, -3 times 4 is -12. Minus -2 squared. The negative and the 2 are still separate, so that'll give us a -4. And we can change that to a +, so our final answer will be -8. And then for the last one down here, we want to do this part first. -6 minus a -3, we can change that to +3. So we'll have 2 times -3 squared. Since the exponent is on the outside of the parentheses, that makes it separate from the -3. The -3 is on the inside, so that means that the negative sign and the 3 are together. So that'll give us 2 times a +9, which will give us 18. Okay, practice problem number 1. Okay, so for practice problem number 1, 4 squared is 16. Plus 7 times -3 will give us -21. So the final answer should be -5. Alright, the answer for that one was 0. Okay, answer for this one was 4. Okay, practice problem number 2. Practice problem number 2. We have negative 2 times 7. That'll give us negative 14 times negative 3 times 0. Oops. Negative 14 times negative 3 will be 42. And anything times 0 is going to give us 0. So okay, the answer for this one was negative 12. Okay, answer for this one was negative 10. Okay, speed problems. Number 1. Okay, answer for that one was negative 4. Number 2. Okay, answer for that one was negative 3. Number 3. Okay, answer for that one was negative 4. Number 4. Okay, answer for that one was 0. Number 5. Okay, so this one is subtracting, and you can do the plus positive on this one. When you're subtracting a negative, we change it to plus positive. Okay, so we want to do this part first. 2 plus 4 will be 6. 6 squared is going to give us 36. And yeah, 36 times 2 will give us 72. So that's how we do that one. Okay. Little. Okay. Example number 3. Alright, so we have the 6 minus negative 7. So when we're subtracting a negative, we change that to plus positive. So 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 3 will be 16. And 16 minus 2 is going to give us 14. Alright, for the next one, 40 divided by negative 8. That'll be negative 5 minus negative 24 divided by 3 will give us a negative 8. So again, we're subtracting the negative. So minus a negative, we can change it to plus positive. And negative 5 plus a positive 8 will give us a positive 3. Okay, so for the next one, we want to do this part first. Negative 8 minus negative 9. Again, we can change this to plus positive. So negative 8 plus 9 will give us 1. 1 squared is 1, and negative 3 times 1 will give us negative 3. Alright, example number 4. Okay, for this one, we have negative 3 times negative 5. A negative times a negative will give us a positive, so 15. 15 times negative 4 is going to give us negative 60. And negative 60 times negative 1 will give us a positive 60. For the next one, 3 minus 5 will give us negative 2. Now the negative 2 is in parentheses. That makes the negative and the 2 together. So when we square that, it will be a positive. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. And 4 times 4 will give us 16. Okay, next one. Negative 3 times negative 4. That's going to give us a positive 12. And this one, the negative and the 5 is not in parentheses, so they are separate. So that'll give us a negative 25 for our answer. Okay, and 12 minus negative 25, we can change that to plus positive, and that will be 37. Okay, practice problem number 3. Okay, so for this one, we want to do the inside first. So we have negative 3 times negative 6 minus negative 4. We can change that to plus positive 4, which will give us negative 2 squared. Now, since the negative 2 are in parentheses and the exponent is on the outside, then this will be a positive number. So negative 2 times negative 2 will give us 4. And negative 3 times 4 will give us negative 12. Okay, answer for this one was 10. Alright, answer for that one was 8. Okay, practice problem number 4. Okay, practice problem number 4. 2 minus 10 gives us negative 8. Negative 8 minus 5 will be negative 13. And negative 13 plus positive 3 will give us a negative 10. Okay, answer for that one is 11. Alright, bonus number 2. Okay, answer for this one should be negative 42. Okay. Homework for tonight is just study for your test tomorrow.